Hello, Sam. Thanks for your time. I wanted to ask on you, have you got a bit of a read where you're at in the pecking order in the Crows midfield so far after most of the pre-season?
So it's, obviously a bit different to last year. A few more boys kind of coming back. So obviously Matty Crouch back in, Harry Schellenberg playing some real good footy, obviously Lairdy, Sloaney, and Dorse coming in as well. So yeah, there's it's pretty competitive at the minute to kind of try and get in there. So I'm not really sure where I sit, to be honest. Pretty tough to kind of break in there, but yeah, we'll see how we go. Still a little bit of pre-season, I guess, left.
What can you do? Like, we sit there and we watch and we see you. More often than not in the trainings that I see anyway, you look like you're perhaps just on the fringe in maybe the reserves aspect of it. What can you do to change that before round one?
Yeah, it's probably just the consistency. And if I do kind of get a chance in any of the pre-season games, I guess, yeah, there's a bit of a little bit to prove there. So I guess, yeah, try to do as much as I can there.
You played 17 games last year. Do you think is that a number that you think you can get to again this year?
It's pretty hard to tell. I think this year I'll probably try to go to a different role and be a little bit more mid. So yeah, I don't know. It's pretty tough to judge at the minute. I'm not really sure.
And just the last one from me, just generally on the COVID and the struggles of the last week or two at the club, even today, look like maybe 28-ish type blokes out there. How's that been for you boys that have been out there and have been training with a significantly smaller number than you would like to be training with at this point of the year?
Yeah, it's obviously a little bit different and kind of not what you expect at this time of year. But, things kind of happen with COVID and it's pretty unpredictable. We kind of knew things would happen at some point during the year. Maybe not this early, but, yeah, I think boys will probably start to filter back pretty soon. So I'm glad this little kind of patch is done and probably good to kind of get out of the way before the season.
Thanks, Sammy. Someone else can jump.
Theo at 7.
Thanks, Chris. Hey, Sam. Just off the back of what Max was talking about, it's hard to picture you as only a sort of first or second year player, mate, because you just looked at home. What do you feel you learnt in the early stages of your career?
I'm pretty lucky, I guess, to play a bit of AFL last year, and kind of the speed and the tempo and the standards and everything like that. But yeah, I guess probably more recently is the people around me. With obviously Lairdy and Keezy and Sloaney, some of the, really good midfielders, a couple of them for a really long time. So I think it's, probably the kind of the little things like that. And with training habits and everything, I guess get myself as ready as I can for, my second year.
And when you look at Lairdy, it's good that you guys have got a bit more depth through that midfield now. So you'll have a few guys. When you mentioned Matty Crouch, what do these sort of guys teach you? What do you pick up from them and their habits? Sort of where to move around. What do they teach you at training?
Yeah, a lot of those things. A lot to do with our structure and everything like that. They're all really good leaders and use your experience really well. So yeah, it could be something as far as structure, or even moving towards. Just body work and, how you feet, quick feet and cues that they use and little things like that. So, yeah, there's a whole variety of things.
Did you get home over the break, mate? Have you been able to get back and catch up with everybody?
Over the Christmas period, I was able to get home.
And all clear, all good? Do I have to ask the dreaded COVID question? Did you have a bad experience or good experience?
I did get up while I was home, but I wasn't gone for long. So I think, maybe missed a couple of days of training. So, it was probably a good time, really.
And just genuinely just curious, did it affect you in any way? Like when you came back, did it take you a couple of sessions to get back to fitness or were you okay?
No, I think I was fine. Yeah, no real side effects post to it.
Amazing. Lastly from me, mate, Big Filthy looked like he was a little sore and being managed a bit. I think he copped a knock on Friday. Is he okay?
Yeah, I mean, as far as I know, he's fine. Yeah, I think, just being managed and I think, do everything you can to kind of to be in the mix for selection on Friday. But yeah, as far as I know, all good.
When do you reckon you'll get told about Friday, or have you been told if you're going up?
No, I haven't been told yet, and honestly, not really sure. Haven't kind of thought about it too much. It's just when it happens, it happens.
I suppose if you're not in isolation, you're on the plane.
I don't know. Don't know about that.
Thanks, mate. All good. Someone else can have a go.
Matt at the Advertiser.
Hey, Sam. Hope you're going well, mate. I just wanted to check in terms of your takeout. I know it wasn't a full internal trial on Friday in the end, but what were your takeouts from the game and being able to have a match sim type run around?
Yeah, I mean, probably the first thing is I think the boys did really well considering our numbers and everything like that, and just got over it pretty quick. So I think, that was really good. And I think the intensity and kind of the level that everyone's at is really good, especially this time of year. So, there's a lot of boys moving really well. And obviously some missed out, but I think it was a good hit out for what was kind of capable in those situations.
And so going forward, obviously, you might have some guys still coming out the other end and not available this week. What's the intent for this Friday? What can we expect from the team that does take to the field on Friday?
Yeah, I mean, I only can control what we can control. So I think not really thinking about who's kind of available and who's not, but the team that does go is just kind of do everything we've been training for over pre-season, just kind of play our game. And it's just good to kind of do it against an opposition that we haven't kind of got to play against yet. I think we're a bit sick of playing each other now. So, I think everyone's pretty excited.
And you talked before about your own sort of role trying to get a little bit more midfield time. What are the main aspects of your game that you're looking to work on this year?
Yeah, I think it's probably just kind of staying involved in the game a little bit more, and just kind of around the ground patterns and everything like that. So, obviously just keep working with stoppage craft and everything like that.
And just on a particular player, every time I'm out there, it looks like Harry Schonberg's sort of taking another step forward. How have you sort of seen his development over summer as he, I guess, tries to stamp his self in that midfield as well?
Yeah, I think Harry's had a really good off-season, really good pre-season. And, he's moving really well. And I think he's doing the things that he was doing last year, but just on a more consistent basis. So, I'm really excited to watch Harry this year and hopefully play with him.
And probably should just check Butsy, big collision with Strawny out there. Was he okay after that one?
As far as I know, I think it just took the wind out of him a little bit, but all good, I believe. I'm not really sure, though. I haven't got an update, but from what I know.
No worries. Thanks for that. Happy to handball.
Will at Channel 9.
G'day, Sam. Mate, we spoke to Zach Butters yesterday, and he said over at Port Adelaide there was a real onus on the young kind of midfielders like himself, Connor Rosie, Dersma, those boys lifting the training standards over the pre-season. Is there a similar kind of thing at Westlakes? I mean, yourself, Schonberg, some of the young guys having a big part in that midfield. Are you guys kind of taking a little bit more responsibility, I suppose, trying to take the group to the next level?
Definitely. I think so. I think, kind of every training session is obviously time to get better. But, I think everyone's intensity, and I mean, Shoei has been driving that really well as well. And even some of the younger boys come in. I think Jake Saligo has been really impressive as well with his work ethic. I think it's not just the older boys kind of taking control, but I think everyone's doing really well in that aspect.
Yeah, good stuff. And mate, Mac asked a similar question, but I mean, just do you have any goals this year? Is there a specific kind of KPI you want to hit, or a marker, or any specific goals for you personally? Obviously, as a team, you want to get better, you want to improve, that kind of thing. But for you, do you have anything in mind that you kind of want to be able to achieve this year when you're hit the end of the season?
I think, yeah, I haven't really obviously put a number on games or anything like that. But yeah, hopefully my opportunity does come to get some time in the midfield. And I really just want to improve kind of in that area. Yeah, obviously there's a lot of good boys around me that are very strong in that position. But yeah, I think if I do get some time there, I just want to get better in that aspect.
Yeah, good stuff. And mate, are you worried at all about, I guess, the lack of continuity you've had? Perhaps, obviously, so many guys kind of wiped out, injuries, close contacts, all that kind of thing over the last couple of weeks. Do you feel like the group is prepared for kind of the practice games this week, and you're all set for that?
Yeah, I still think, yeah, we're definitely prepared. I'm sure every club is going through its own things, but same thing, we can only control what we can control. So, yeah, everyone's still really excited, and I think, yeah, we're just going to try to play our game.
Excellent. And Theo kind of asked us a similar question, but you know, are you kind of preparing like you're going to go and play over there this week? Obviously, the team hasn't been announced yet, but are you going in expecting, you know, or hoping to crack in the midfield and kind of, I suppose, prove that you know, you can match it with those guys as you push for midfield minutes this year?
Yeah, I mean, definitely hoping to go. Obviously, I still don't know, but yeah, I'm gonna, I guess, mentally prepare. So I don't know. Well, whatever happens, happens. But yeah, I mean, yeah, I hope to go. And if I am asked to go, I'll be ready. So
yeah, nice. And last one from me, mate. Are there any kind of senior players you're leaning on over the pre-season as, I guess, not necessarily specifically mentors, but, you know, you mentioned you're looking to crack into the midfield and get better. Are there specific players you're leaning on besides the usual suspects like, you know, Lairdy as the skipper, Sliney as the skipper? Are there other players that you're kind of looking for a bit of guidance from or anything like that?
Yeah, I mean, there's a variety. I think everyone kind of chips in to help each other, and especially like the older boys that are in there have just been like excellent with all us younger ones. So everyone, yeah, has the odd comment here or, yeah, I mean, Sloaney obviously has always been great for me with that type of thing, and even off the track, just helping me whatever way possible. So, but yeah, everyone does their thing, like Keezy as well. I mean, he just drives that intensity. So he's been really good to kind of lean off for that. And Lairdy as well, just always has the highest standard. So always aiming for that. Yeah, he's very good with helping us too. So everyone's kind of chipped in.
Awesome, mate. Appreciate your time. Thank you.
Thanks.
Anyone got any final questions for Sam before we wrap up?
Yeah, I'll jump in for one more if that's all right, Reece and Sam.
Okay.
Just looking to Friday, mate. You know, regardless of whether you're there or not, hopefully you are. But what do you think the team wants to get out of that hit out? We hear that, you know, winning might not be as important in the preseason. What do you think the boys need to see or get out of that hit out on Friday?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing probably for us is not to go away what we've been training. I mean, yeah, these games are kind of here to get us ready for round one for premiership points. So I think, yeah, doing all the things. I mean, obviously, kind of going in with a good level, but I think it's just getting us as ready as we possibly can be for round one, and obviously the Port match in the following week. So I think that's probably just the main goal.
And when you say getting ready, can you just talk to us about a few of the, you know, measures that you'd like to tick? And, you know, even if you win or you don't, regardless of the result, is there, yeah, a couple of things that when you say getting ready, right, we executed this tactic in particular, or just how would you would approach that?
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty holistic. Like, yeah, obviously there's a lot of things in footy that we train. So yeah, I think it's just trying to do them as well as we can. And yeah, I mean, every kind of line has different goals, but yeah, so whatever it may be, I think, yeah. Yeah, not really sure for the rest of it.
No, that's right, mate. No worries. Thank you.
I got one more. Sam, what are you doing with the hair this year? Is it staying long or is it going short? Are you sticking with a headband? Answer the important questions.
I think, you know, as much as I do, I've got no idea. Probably is due for a cut, but yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
Sam, are you stronger this year? Have you put on any weight?
Yeah, I definitely think I'm stronger than last year, kind of going in, and probably kind of increased the fitness a little bit too. But no, weight has stayed pretty similar, to be honest. But yeah, I definitely feel stronger. And
you're fitter as well. Have you do you get any feedback on your sort of time trial and stuff? Have you improved that?
Yeah. No, it has. Yeah, I feel like I've been a lot fitter than I was last year. So I think improved in both areas. Yeah.
Beautiful. Thanks.